Good evening, gamers. Been a long day for me. I say this as I literally just woke up, so... Yeah, we're just gonna play some casual Spelunky 2. I haven't touched this game in ages, because when it came out, they just kept updating it, and I was like, I'll just wait until it's actually done, you know? There's not much use in learning a video game that's not even done. Hope you all had a good day. My day was actually pretty good, to be honest. Hey everyone, good to see people are already showing up. So yeah, just casual Spelunky, let's see how far we get. I actually haven't beaten 2 yet at all. Did they change what run is, or am I just not used to this anymore? No, they haven't changed it. Happy birthday, thank you. Alright, let's go. Let's see what 1 year of Rust in Spelunky looks like. Probably gonna make some very stupid mistakes. Yeah, I've been in the first one, like, repeatedly. I could probably beat up the first game right now and just beat it in the first attempt if I wanted to. I've played that so much. Love that game. I've actually never beaten the freeware version. Played that a lot too, though. I don't like the keyboard controls that much. I like playing it, but... Hey, Snaker, thank you. Oh, that was a mistake. Why was I even trying to open that up? Let's see. I forgot how nice this actually feels to play. It's been so long. Spelunky has, like, really satisfying controls. Oh god, I forgot these things existed. I hate these things so much. I think 1 more damage is enough. Oh, there we go. Yeah, like the problem that I had with Spelunky 2 that made me stop was that were just a couple of things that really bugged me. One is that, like, if you go to the lava side and you use the whole special route with the eye and everything, then it's still kind of 50-50 whether or not you can actually advance in that direction. Where is the box? What the hell? Because of the lava, the drill will just go straight down into the lava, and there's nothing you can do about it if it goes in there. You're just not gonna go that direction anymore. I don't like that sort of stuff. Well, it's probably down here, isn't it? No. There is honey down there. Ah, there we go. And the other thing was, like, I got to the end point twice, and I kind of got locked out of being able to beat the boss in weird ways, and that just really aggravated me a lot. Like, you kind of need a shotgun to fight that thing, because the only options you have to fight back against it otherwise, you can lose them, like they can fall off the stage. I don't know if anything was done against that, because a lot of the other changes were all balance changes, so I was like, I'll just wait it out until the game is actually balanced. Really? Alright, never mind. Not getting that turkey then. Oh wait. It's gonna be easy. 2 is significantly harder and there's way more content. That's kind of the change. Also, the movement has been adjusted quite a bit. It's fine-tuned a lot more in a lot of ways that I like really appreciate as someone who played 1 a lot. It's the exit. There's the other turkey, so send him down. Get the cat. Get the life from the cat. Get the 2 hearts. Also, you get hearts way faster in this one. But there's also a lot more insta-kills, so it doesn't matter as much as it sounds at first. Which is kind of baffling, but... I guess they gotta keep it hard somehow. Let's see. Oh, that worked out nice. I don't want to deal with that dude over there. And I shouldn't have done that. That's stupid mistake number 1. Alright. We're off to a good start. Yeah, there's multiple animals in this game because they removed the damsels because Feminist Frequency complained about damsels existing in 1. That is the full reason. It's really lame. Most people were playing with the mansels anyway. Oh, and again, thank you for all the birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. Let's get that. Go. Yeah, it's not like it lost anything, but it kind of feels like a weird reason to remove something. And I do like the animals, so it's all fine. Alright, let's get that. I do want to go to the lava drill thing. Hopefully actually go down there. Oh, Hector, thank you for the super chat. Guess that money will go straight to whatever is next on sale on Steam. Probably, I'm waiting for a couple of dungeon crawlers to like get cheap on there. Oh god, I hate these guys so much. Please stay here in your little bubble. I'll take that. The jump. Maybe one of these days I'll also stream Spelunker. And then we'll have a good time with a great video game. Spelunker is great. I've actually almost beaten it once. But then I kind of just caved due to pressure and stress. It's not that hard. It's just very, very mean-spirited. Oh god, oh god. That nearly went wrong. Have I played Grimrock 2? No, I haven't actually. I played the first one, and I wasn't too into it. I keep hearing 2 is, like, superb. So I do want to check that out at some point. Maybe at this point I'll like 1. My tastes weren't as refined when 1 came out. Alright, let's put them down here and blow them up. I want hearts. Maybe at some point I'll actually look at a guide for this game because I still haven't looked up any spoilers for this game yet. So everything I know, I just know from my own gameplay. I want spikes. Oh, it's got... Rimrock's got fan content and fan dungeons? Okay, now I have to look this up. I love that sort of stuff. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Yeah. Gonna go that way. Not looking up the speedrun strat. I don't even know what the speedrun strat looks like. No. I don't even know what the speedrun strat looks like for Spelunky 1. Oh, it's even on Steam Workshop with the... Oh. Yeah, okay, this is sounding interesting already. I need to look up Grimrock 2 properly for once. Before it was like, oh, Grimrock. Oh, yeah, I played that first one and I didn't care for it, so, whatever. You ever have that, like, sort of baby stuff where it's like, oh, I kind of recognize that, fuck that, and then you just blank it out. And then later you find out, oh, wait, I'm actually into this. I'm actually really into this. Why did I blank this out? Alright, you gotta tame it before you can pick it up. Thanks, Bat. Let's just kill it then. One of those well-regarded sequels that sold better than the first game. Oh, you mean like Etrian Odyssey 3? Alright. Please don't do anything weird. Oh, much less. Sorry, I misread that completely. That is a shame if it sold less. Sometimes, like, it's something that a lot of people don't want to acknowledge a lot of the time, but sales of a lot of games tend to have to do with the reception of the previous entry. Like, Modern Warfare 2 sold way better than Modern Warfare 1, when 1 is, like, the one that's considered to be, like, the great one, and 2 just kind of followed up after it. It happens a lot. Alright, they have to be knocked out. No, I've actually never looked up anything. I just play and I figure stuff out by myself. And that's how I Spelunky. Alright, I should actually... it's been a full year. Jesus. So I guess if you don't look up stuff, like with streams with people who are used to seeing the pro plays, it's like really frustrating because, God, why aren't you doing the thing? The really obvious thing that everyone knows. Okay. God, I am that streamer now. Shit. Ah, oh. It's the thing that causes a lot of accidental deaths. We have Minecraft at home. I'm thinking of like the weird Minecraft streams that have been happening with HoloLive lately. Poor Mume, she's just getting bullied over and over by everyone. Oh god, oh god, oh god, I am fucking up. Let's get to safety. Thank you for the super chat, puppy lover, and yeah, thank you for the compliment. It was actually kind of shocking, like how many people have like been silently just watching and enjoying the stuff I make. Yep, there we go. We have fucked it all up. I should probably make sure he doesn't throw that down on me. And there's the lava, because of course, there is always lava. Yep. That's one of the things where that bothers me, that can even happen. And that Derek, you actually even defended that on Twitter more than once, I think. Alright, let's go. Let's just go to the other side. It's kind of easier, honestly, especially if you have boots, because then you can just walk on the vines. Which 3DS games do I... Oh... I don't recommend the 3DS. That was the system where I was like, I'm not gonna deal with Nintendo anymore after this. As for actual games on the 3DS, trying to remember if there was anything I really liked outside of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I think the Devil Survivor remake on that is supposed to be really good. That's like the main Atlas 3D remake that I could say is worth playing. For me, it was mostly disappointing coming to the 3DS after the DS and how great that library was. Which I think mostly just happened because Nintendo kind of neglected the DS themselves, so third parties just went wild on it. No. Wanted to throw him through that. 4 Ultimate is probably great too. Yeah, that was like after my DS kind of just broke. I got the shoulder button problem and I wasn't enjoying the system, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna call it here. I'm sure there's great stuff on it, I just never encountered it in the brief time that I had one. Oh yeah, Mario Golf games tend to be very good. Surprisingly, like, I don't even like golf games. My friends don't even really like golf, and somehow, like, Mario Golf 64 became a multiplayer staple for a long while with me and my friends. Look, Radiant Historia is best played on the DS, mostly because the art style, but also because the bonus stuff kind of overrides the ending, the good ending, and kind of just fucks it completely up because they didn't realize what setting it was anymore. The Atlas 3D remakes are weird. Dragon Quest VIII is best played on PlayStation 2 because everything about the changes, all of them, every single one of them. Like, it's a weird system of a lot of remakes that are usually best played on their original platform. It's kind of sad. Why did I do that? The new Mario Golf looks kind of bad. Mario Golf is supposed to be chill. There's running? What? Dragon Quest on the PlayStation 2 still looks better graphically than the 3DS version. The changes in the encounter system are actually bad for the balance overall. The changes to the endings are just baffling and hilarious. No, Dragon Quest VIII on the... maybe if you've never played the other one, you'll think that it's great, but no. 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 Like, even the suggestion that the PlayStation 2 version is inferior in any regard is just funny as someone who has played both. The DS version of the Simpsons game had some tracks that sounded like Dragon Quest that a Wikipedia editor mistakenly added Koichi Sugiyama as composer despite not being in the credits. I love stuff like that. Wikipedia is kind of a danger in general. Like, if you quote it, you're gonna be corrected because a lot of stuff there is not true. Like, when I first started reviews, I quoted Wikipedia quite often, and that was when I got corrected the most. Because it turned out that almost everything there that I pulled from there turned out to be false information. And then I ended up doing better research. And that takes more time, but worth it. I'm just playing the video game. I'm not even expecting to win because I've never won this game before and I have not played this game in over a year. Fuck you. Right. At least I got that. Oh, the ghost stories thing. Yeah. That is just troubling how that sort of stuff just keeps going. Like how Japan supposedly hated it, how they didn't give a shit about it. How the dub that mocked it and was made out of spite was actually good and better. Yeah. I know about that. It's frustrating. I never really liked it, but then again, I'm kind of an outlier with a lot of Japanese dub stuff because I don't think there are any good dubs outside of like Chrome or Chei High School. But that's because I can, like, compare the spoken dialogue directly between the two versions a lot of the time, and nothing really holds up if you can do that. And it's kind of sad. It's really sad. I wish it was better. Like, I think overall video games tend to do better than anime for some reason, and I don't know why. Maybe it's direction, maybe it's because the companies actually look into the dubbed version. But even then, I don't play with dubs either. When I first heard the Full Metal Alchemist dub, I thought it was like a fan dub that was like made by teenagers in their basement. There's like no emotion in it whatsoever, and it's kind of jarring with some scenes. Speaking as someone who has seen like the regular and Brotherhood, you know, without subtitles. Yeah, if you grew up on it, like, I can understand that. Like, going back to ghost stories, like, there's a dub that I remember. That's probably the same kind of situation. Samurai Pizza Cats. I still have fond memories of that, but I know, like, that was probably a very similar situation. Like, what I'm just saying is just opinions, right? Like, I'm not saying anything factual here. Awkward sounding dub speak where characters speak really weird and fast. Yeah, there's also this thing that I've noticed with a lot of dubs where it feels like Japanese characters and the way they're written tend to have like this thing in their delivery where the character isn't fully aware of how they're perceived, and in the dub they'll talk as if they're aware of how they're perceived. Like, that's one-to-one. Very good example of that, maybe the worst one of all time, is Slayers, where Lina sounds as selfish as she actually is. When in Japanese, she's not aware of that, so she tries to be kind of cute and normal, when she's really not. Like, that's like the main one that comes to mind for me, because if you ever download Slayers and you turn it on, oh god, that Lina that speaks right at the start of the episode. I know someone who like immediately took the files to Handbrake and removed that dub because it was that bad. Oh god. But yeah, with Slayers, that's something that I was amazed about with the light novel translation by J Novel Club. That actually is written in like Lina's voice. And that surprised me because I don't really see Lina's voice in the subtitles either. So that's like the first time I see a translation where it's like, oh hey, that's Lina talking in English. That's accurate. And that's good because the whole thing is written in first person from her perspective. Oh god, the Xenoblade Chronicles dub. Or no, wait, I'm thinking of the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 dub, sorry. That's why I was laughing, like, oh god. That was a thing that happened. It's funny because you can dub game in like British and do it very well, because like Final Fantasy XIV with the kind of stage actor's way of like speaking is very pleasing. Like, that's a game that I'll play with the dub and I have no issues with that. I actually really like 14's dub and localization work in general, but then again, Yoshi P treats the localization team as actual staff. So that's what you get when that happens. Get in there. Ever heard a Japanese dub of a Western game? Apex Legends. It's very bad. I think that dub is terrible. It erases all the character from the game completely. Which, if you're familiar with Apex, that's gonna sound very weird. I'm a rope. Like, there's no personality left in the Apex dub to the point where I've seen a lot of like Japanese people play with the English dub on instead, and a lot of them don't even really speak English either. They can just tell that the voice acting is better. The Wildlands Japanese dub, that's interesting. That's not a game where I'd expect that. Ape, no. I don't have the money. I almost have the money. That Wildlands is not very good. Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. I think of a game that I played because of a dub choice. The one of the female commander voices in Fire Emblem Awakening was God, what's her name? She's Celti in Da-da-da-da. I played that game as long as I did solely because of that. And I really wanted to like that game because female commander voice is her. I've actually never played Resident Evil's remake in Japanese. That's interesting. You motherfucker! No, you're dead. There we go. Leon sounds cool. So that's why Chris wants him to fuck his sister. The Arabic dub for Horizon Zero Dawn. Now that's a wild one. Like, I guess the novelty will help with a lot of things. Like, the novelty of, like, playing a game in Japanese for the first time really elevates it as well. I had that pleasure with Chrono Trigger. And then I couldn't play the English version anymore because the characters are all completely different. I've actually still never played that retranslation that's supposedly more accurate. Maybe I should so I can judge it for myself. I actually don't like the English version of Lucca or Frog compared to the original Japanese one. It's like, Lucca kind of talks like she's a 40-year-old woman in the Japanese one. Like, she's really old-fashioned and kind of weird. Probably because she's not too sociable. Kind of distant. And Frog, he just talks in slang and is an asshole and just mean to everyone because, you know, he got fucked over as hard as he did. He was never a knight, so it makes sense for him to not talk like one. Japanese dub for Metal Gear. Yeah, but the Japanese dubs for Metal Gear, like, with a lot of stuff that happens in Metal Gear, it's very clear that the Western dubs are kind of the canon ones. Beyond, like, getting celebrities later on, Kojima is very particular with stuff. It's like you've got the Kurt Russell impersonation with Solid Snake in what's basically Escape from New York. Oh god. Oh god. Never mind. I'm just gonna escape. Oh, looking back, yeah, Miyuko Sawashiro, she was in Fire Emblem Awakening. And that's the main reason I kept trying to like that game. That was not a fun experience. It's somewhere in the middle. The retranslation is somewhere in the middle that is more faithful, but keeps a bunch of the old Woolsey-isms anyway. Well, that's kind of cool. Like, I don't begrudge Woolsey with knowing, like, the conditions that he worked under, what he put out doing that. Because he had, like, what, a couple of days to do those translations, and he'd had to do, like, a whole game pretty much on his own. But then also you have all the bullshit from Nintendo. Like, imagine translating Final Fantasy VI with all those mandates from Nintendo. That's rough, just in general. I really need to continue Utawarere Mono. I enjoyed what I played of that, but I'm also thinking maybe make a video out of it. I'm still not sure yet, but I'll figure it out. Because it does feel like a important enough thing to get representation on the channel. Like, the more I look into its history. I mean, I got the bombs. I could also just skip the whole thing. I don't want to sit here the entire time for the stream. There we go. Yeah, it's just tedious. It was good for a final boss in one. And I get that he's trying to go like, look, this is the boss of the first game, you do it really early on. But at the same time, no. Oh god, that's dangerous. I am gonna... Before he aggroes everything. Yeah, I shouldn't even go this direction. I was already at the exit, so what am I doing here? I wanted to see if there was anything interesting on this side. There isn't. Yeah, so like anyone who backseats, I just ignore. So just, you know, a heads up. I don't care. Did I just die to pinwheel? Yeah, the water physics are cool. Stop that. Nothing there. Come on. Oh, shit. I hate those things so much. Games that I couldn't get into at first but clicked later. Maybe one of the biggest ones was Phantasy Star Online. I remember playing that and just button mashing with the attack button and hating it. And then like, it was on the GameCube. It was the GameCube version. So I brought that copy over to a friend because I was going to return it to the store. Like, I didn't like it to that extent. But the store was closed, so I couldn't return it. Went to a friend, brought my copy along. We played in co-op, and then it's like, oh, this game is really fun, actually. I kind of just brought it to go like, look at this stupid game. Look at how bad this is. And then we just ended up playing through the whole thing together repeatedly for several years. Oh, right, it's this area. I don't like these caves at all. Phantasy Star is, it's an interesting franchise. Oh god, and that's why I hate this area. Phantasy Star is an interesting series in general because, what was it, after Phantasy Star 4, the developers just went, this is over, we're not continuing this anymore, and like, everything after within the franchise is a completely different timeline. They're never continuing the old one. I think that's rad, that they actually stood by that. Yeah, I've tried to get into the first Langrisser, or at least War Song, but that is really rough. I tried a bit of the fan translation of the second one, and that is actually really good from what I can tell. But the menu interaction of War Song is just... oh man, it's dire. Shit. I can see Wildlands becoming fun in co-op. I think I tried the demo. I kind of just went, wow, this is atrocious. And that was it for me. I was done at the demo. I want it though. There we go. Lunatic Dawn. Yeah, I've heard of it, but no personal experience with it yet. Which one is that again? Like, the name is familiar. Yeah, it's the... I can see that, like, being really fun with friends. It's that sort of game. That sounds really dismissive. It doesn't necessarily have to be. Like, a lot of good games are fun with friends as well. Like Among Us. That was a joke. Please don't unsubscribe. Honestly, the thing with Among Us is just that it's like really popular with really young kids and they're annoying about it, and that's about it. Because it's basically just like Trouble in Terrorist Town or Werewolves or whatever. Freeform Sandbox JRPG series. Yeah, this is ringing a bell. Was that tweet by what's his name? The Brazilian guy in Japan who made the CRPG book. Was he the one tweeting about it? Because in that case, I've probably not played it. He really likes his super obscure stuff. Oh god. Oh, already shot at him. Okay. Yeah. Okay, it was him. Yeah, then I've probably not played it. One thing that I didn't want to play that he mentioned was the Toho dungeon crawler, because I've seen that game around before and it pulls very heavily from Etrian Odyssey. I still need to buy that CRPG book. I read the PDF and I wanted to buy it and it was out of stock. I think it should come back in stock next month or something. I really want to own it. I really like that book. Then again, bitmap books. Their books just seem really good in general. Yeah, the new edition, which apparently is getting a big write-up on Chinese RPGs, as well as, like, Flash RPGs, I think. He seems to be, like, perpetually annoyed by how journalists have treated video games, and I can completely understand. Oh, you did a Greedfall article. Nice. Yeah, you do that. Did he, like, contact you because of the video, or... The Neo Geo book is rad. That's good to hear, because that's one I want to get as well. I have the Metal Slug book, which is kind of my favorite video game book, next to Masters of Doom. Oh, a friend of his did. Nice. Like, I can't believe that he gives that book away for free as a PDF, and then it still sells out. That's, like, really nice. Oh, Ludolens. Oh, they're friends. I didn't know that, actually. I know that dude. At least I remember that dude. Actually, I haven't looked at his channel in a while. Though at this point, like, everything is getting flooded out by HoloLive live streams because YouTube really needs a better UI for streaming channels. You can't just put all the future streams together with videos that are out right now. It becomes a mess really quickly. Oh, Dying Light. Yeah. Is there anything known about Dying Light 2 at this point, or...? A card got flagged because of stolen PS... or not a foreign PS2. I keep hearing stuff like that with American banks, that happens really fast. Like, I keep hearing it when people buy games on Steam during a sale, their card gets flagged really fast. Like, I guess it's better than if they never do any security, but... they seem to be, like, really, really weird with their security checks. A new trailer happened. When? Did I miss that? Or is this a while ago? I don't remember. I tried playing Dying Light recently and some event was going on where they supercharged all your melee attacks, so the game was completely broken if you started a new character. Because you could just punch everything to death in one go. That was weird. What? What? Okay. And then for most of the event, I couldn't even play because that event also broke the game for a lot of people, and then when they turned the event off, the game worked again. Which, from what I heard, is very much like Dying Light. A few months now. Then I might have seen it. I thought it was like a TGS or something. I was like, wait, what? This TGS was weird. I'm actually excited about a lot of the stuff, but it's also the kind of stuff where it's like, I don't think most people are going to care about this. Which is fine, but I'm not used to seeing that at, like, event shows. Like, most normal people probably don't even know what Darius is, and, like, there's a big collection by M2 coming to Steam. Which is also opening the door for M2 to release emulated ports on Steam, which is really sick. Because they're kind of kings when it comes to emulation. Darius coming to Steam is going to be fun because people are going to get their shit kicked in by that if they try it, and they haven't before. It's not a bullet hell, and it's somehow kind of harder than most of them. Since with bullet hells, like, a lot of those bullet patterns are kind of just to be showy about it, right? Oh god, oh god, oh god. No, 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 no. Yeah, well, that was kind of the thing. Like, I managed to boot that game up during the event once, and when it was night, I could still just punch everything to death in one go. Because the weird event that they had going. It was so weird. I still need to properly play it one of these days. I tried playing it on PlayStation 4 originally, and that was a mistake. That game has insane motion blur on console. And then I got it on PC, and then half the time it won't boot up. And apparently that's just normal for that game. Oh, I don't... Right, I screwed up. I didn't save the kids. Can I get any bombs from here? Nope. We're gonna have to do it the slow way. It's kind of interesting how, like, a lot of zombie games are actually really good for co-op stuff. Oh, shit. I knew it the second I was running under him. One of these days, I will actually stream a game that is easy to, like, play and talk. And I keep seeing that every stream. Actually, funnily enough, I, like, watched Matthew Matosa's stream for the first time recently, and he was playing, like, the Ghouls and Ghosts remake. And he said the exact same thing. Like, oh, you too, huh? Yeah, turning off events would be nice. Or maybe you can, but the UI is kind of cluttered in that sort of weirdly online game-esque way. Yeah, before all this, I wanted to say that, like, it's kind of interesting how zombie games tend to be, like, great for co-op a lot of the time, like Left 4 Dead, Dying Light, Dead Rising 2, Zombies Ate My Neighbors. It even goes back all that way. Alright, we're gonna get that much money in this floor, so let's go. This is gonna be a floor where there's, like, nothing of value. Yeah, of course. And I'm gonna steal that thing. Yeah, zombies lend themselves to horde modes and stuff really fast. Like, you just have this wall of, like, enemies that is coming at you, and that's perfect for it. It's why, Vermintide with those rats, like, that works insanely well. Alright. Actually, come here. There we go. Alright. Now I just need to not die. Probably kill that turkey and get its flesh. Can you actually cook things with the heat from this? I wonder. I'm not sure yet. Like, I haven't played Spelunky 2 for most of the year because constant patches. Hard to learn a video game when a lot of the basics keep changing repeatedly. So I was just, I'll wait. I'm enjoying it, like, so far for this hour that I've been playing, though. Oh god, I forgot already. But at the same time, like, I've lost so much familiarity that I wouldn't be able to tell you what exactly has changed since the last patch. Oh, he's stuck. Good. He's stuck too. Nice. Always thank your spider friends. Yeah, it really pays off to just wait with games. Not just because of the sales, but also because patches and changes. Kind of funny that we're, like, in this culture of fear of missing out, and then at the same time, it's usually best to just wait. I actually want to go to the jungle. even though I don't have like the shoes and everything. A lot of spiders in your yeah. I know that feel. I'm kind of surprised at my current apartment that I don't have too many mosquitoes yet. Because like there's a lot of water in the area. And I kind of figured, oh, we're probably gonna get mosquitoes, but I don't think I've even had a single one yet. Oh god! Oh god! No! Paying premium to be beta testers. Yeah. God, that reminds me of the whole Pro Evolution Soccer thing, the eFootball. How they basically already told people ahead of time, hey, you're paying for a demo if you buy this on release. And then it came out worse than people were expecting. Like, wow. Konami managed to actually release like the lowest rated game on Steam of all time this year. Who are you calling a beta? I'm calling the video game a beta. What is a Sigma video game? Actually, what would be the Sigma video game? The one that's like outside of the conventions and is just winning constantly. At the cost of like players. Or the industry. PDF? Yeah, sure. Oh god, CRPGs. So I don't really play them at launch ever, but I've heard like if you play them at launch and there's a patch, maybe your save is gone. If it's not gone, then all of the guides you were following are going to be inaccurate because everything has been reshuffled and rebalanced. That's incredible. Like, yeah. Like, I think the only things that I've seen like that were as bad were when I tried to get into Space Station 13. And it's like every guide is severely outdated, and most of them aren't accurate with their representation of the HUD or how the task is played. Any task. And it's like, well, I guess I'll just fuck around and hope it works out. Currently a window screen tied to a box fan is... Oh. First Stalker at launch. Aren't those games still, like, janky, though? I don't even want to know how much more jank they used to be. Like, all I know about... It's one of those series I still have to play along with Dying Light at some point. Like, I never really had a PC in the past, so... A lot of my PC appreciation is kind of not as far as handheld RPG or whatever. I played the original Deus Ex for the first time in the year that everyone was talking about Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. And I still ended up loving it. It's still a fantastic game. I actually played the first Thief that year too. Fantastic games. Like, the internet kind of gets weird about, oh, you haven't played blah 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 yet. But it's always fine waiting with stuff. Like, a lot of games age well enough without all the weird media attention. If anything, if people are still talking about it a year after launch, then it's probably worth playing. Because a lot of the other games are, like, not really worth it when you're not in the moment anymore, in a weird way. TV shows are worse with that. Like, if you don't watch them while it's in the zeitgeist, don't watch them. A lot of anime and manga are like that as well. A lot of people are kind of just watching it to be part of the conversation, whatever that is. But then you also have like manga like Chainsaw Man, where it's like it's been over for like a year or just about, and people are still just constantly talking about it because it's very, very good. Actually, I had the same thing with like I finally watched Made in Abyss recently. People are still going on about that, and it's, yeah, that's actually really good. I should have watched that sooner. So Made in Abyss, when that was airing, the conversations on social media were just annoying because it was just constantly, oh, these characters are underage, so this work is evil. A lot of that. So I kind of just, I was interested, but I also figured I'll probably get more annoyed if I watch it now. So I waited, and then I kind of forgot. Yeah, Made in Abyss is very good. Very curious how it will end, because it's like one of those works where might not be the happiest of endings that's gonna happen because of how rough the writer is with the characters. But that makes it more exciting. Like, you really don't know. Oh, no. Oh, Kobayashi Dragon Maid. Yeah, that's another one where their conversations are frustrating. I kind of want to watch it at some point, but at the same time, it's like, even yesterday I still saw people get annoying about it. And it's like, oh, wait. I don't know what it is with people and like getting really mad that others are enjoying something. It's just odd. Yeah, the age of the characters made all the drama hit so much harder because it's like literally toddlers that are going through all that suffering. Oh god. Made in Abyss is like one of the very few anime where I actually downloaded the soundtrack because, oh, wow, that thing is fantastic. That's probably one of the better soundtracks for anime, at least like of that type. The only other soundtracks I've ever downloaded were like Hajime no Ippo's soundtrack, Ping Pong the Animation soundtrack. That's it, actually. No, Escaflowne. I've downloaded Escaflowne's soundtrack before, because that is also really good. Odd Taxi. The name does ring a bell. Oh wow, that actually hit. I wasn't sure if that was gonna hit. Nope. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Stay there. There we go. Yeah, the Ippo soundtrack is something else. Like, that and Ping Pong are like perfect workout music. Honestly, Ping Pong is still my favorite Yuasa anime. I didn't like Devilman Crybaby as much as everyone else. I still haven't seen Tatami Galaxy, so maybe I'm being premature. It reminded you of a Gust soundtrack. Yeah, that's high praise. I still haven't played anything from Gust, but I've heard the music, and oh boy. Akagi and Kaiji. I should continue the manga. Like, I'm sure something has happened by now, right? I haven't read in like 5 years. I read until the end of One Poker, and I figured I'll wait until like an arc is done again, even if that's like 15 years from now. One Poker is such a phenomenal arc, though. And yeah, the composer got blacklisted because he smoked weed, because Japan is absolutely insane about that. Actually, a lot of the Japanese people that came here that I've met, like, they all immediately started smoking weed because it's like, they can actually do it now, and they're not gonna destroy their they're not going to completely destroy their lives over it anymore. I can understand. I'm not into weed. Maybe it's because it's like completely normal, so there's no like special allure to it for me. Oh shit, that was stupid. First he's gonna come from that side. No, 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 no. Thanks, video game. What was the Atelier game that had, what was that song called again? I think it was Sophie, Cliffhanger. That battle theme, like that is one that I listen to a lot, even though I've never played the game. If you've never listened to it, look that up. It's, man, that is a battle theme. Like, I'll put that alongside, like, Storm or, Scarlet Grace, Leo's battle theme. I should probably move this here. He won't touch it there. Or he won't touch it at all. That's a possibility. See ya. Oh, the music depends on how strong the enemy is. See, I like music that swaps out like that. Like Skies of Arcadia, where the boss theme depends on if you're winning or losing. That stuff is always cool. Or like Scarlet Grace, where the 4 characters all have their own battle theme. The first Super Nintendo game I played, probably Mario World, because it was a pack-in game. So like, what's the first game you're gonna play with your brand new Super Nintendo? It's the one that it came with. Oh god. Oh god. No, 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 no. Okay, he's not too close to the wall. Thank god. Yeah, Super Mario World being a pack-in game was such a good deal. That game is so good. Still is. Like, looking back, it's kind of weird that Sonic was competing with that and, like, kind of won in a way, like got more of the market, because World feels so much more nuanced and sophisticated in level design and world design, because you have all the branching paths and it's no longer just 8 worlds with 3 stages, which Sonic was still doing. And that's not a dig at Sonic, like that Sonic is still better than most of the mascot platformers of that time. That way. I can go to the store. Like for every Sonic, you had like 6 Zero the Kamikaze squirrels. Oh, no, no, no. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it on this stream, but this is like the last stream on this channel. I made a different channel to stream on. The link is in the description. But apparently on YouTube, you need to like verify your account and then wait for like 72 hours or something like that before you can stream on it. Apparently, like that restriction is gonna be lifted in about 3 hours. So yeah, I didn't prepare well. I didn't know that restriction existed, but it makes sense, so I'm not mad about it or anything. Because like without that restriction, you're gonna get the kind of channels that I've seen on YouTube more often. Like I've seen some legitimate Live Leaks levels of live streaming on YouTube where someone just made a burner account and got in their car with a gun. Like, what the hell? It's actually been in my recommendations once. Like, how did this get here? Like, I guess I could stream on Twitch, but like that recent news, what Twitch is doing with that you can pay to support channels without them getting any money, and it'll just give them like impressions on the front page that will probably not convert at all. That's just like the recent thing. I feel like every week I could point to something like, and that is why I don't stream there. Or why I don't want to stream there. Every platform has its issues, but I don't know. I don't like Twitch's culture. I guess that's the best way to put it. Doesn't mean that you have to be Twitch's culture if you're gonna stream there, but still, I don't want to be part of whatever it is that is. I think YouTube's streaming side is mostly good enough. The chat gets bad if it's too busy, like it will completely lag the page. But that's like probably only an issue if you're as big as like the people on HoloLive, because that's where it happens for me, even on VODs. But otherwise, I don't have issues with it. Alright. Good luck at work. I say as I'm being robbed blind by a monkey. The timing on that. Oh, you got a capture card. Nice. What kind did you get? I got a capture card and I wasn't too happy with it, and then it just randomly stopped working one day. And that's why I haven't reviewed Deception 4, because I have that on PlayStation 4, and then my capture card just died when I wanted to make the video. And I'm still kind of annoyed about that, because I do want to, like, close that one off. What I played of Deception 4 seemed interesting enough. Very, very different from the rest of the series, but still, it's still Deception in a way. Maybe the way to put it is that Deception 4 is a Koei Tecmo game, and the rest isn't. Maybe that's the way to put it. I think if anyone knows that game or sees footage of it, they'll immediately understand. Everything is sexual in Deception 4. Yeah, it's a fandom comedy, pretty much. Yeah, that's the right way to put it. And their other games aren't like that. They're sadistic and kind of mean-spirited, but more in a satanic way. But the gameplay is there with Deception 4. That's the interesting part. The gameplay is like 100% there. StarTech HD Digital. I've actually never heard of that. Is that like aimed at retro, or is that like modern systems? No, I got one of the... Shit. Oh god. I got one of those Elgato HDS things, and just one day the drivers decided that this thing no longer works. Nothing I did could get it to work again, and that was the end of that. And I looked online, and apparently that just happens. And, well, too bad. Retro. Oh, it was on My Life with Gaming. Okay. Then I've missed that episode that it was on. That's a good channel. I like them. Like, I don't really care about owning the original hardware in most cases. I'm not really much of a collector, but the information that they give is very helpful, even if you're into emulation. Like the controller that I'm using now, I know of that controller because of one of their videos. It's the Ori controller that was made for kids. It's like a really cheap hunk of plastic that's very durable and plays very nicely. Alright, I could just make that jump. Yeah, I've talked to people about the Elgato HD60S, and that happens. It's not like I'm doing that much that I'd ever capture on a PlayStation, so it's not too bad, but it's still kind of annoying. Oh, on a GameSack episode. Oh, maybe that's why I didn't see it. I don't watch the tech review episodes of GameSack too often because it's usually not stuff I'm personally interested in. I just kind of skip past it. Also a good channel, though. Though I do miss the other host. That duo was perfect together. Okay. That hit. Good. Here now. No. Oh, this is going to lead to that. Yeah, never mind. Actually, you know what? It's been about an hour and a half. Let's just do that and kill ourselves. Go out with a bang. Yep. I don't have a good feeling about that door. At least they warn you. But, like, once you get in here, you can't get out. Like, there's ways to deal with the thing. But this is a death trap. Once you pick that up, all the lava just comes down. There's probably ways to survive it. I could probably look it up. But again, I don't read guides. Because I can't read. Nope. That's a good way to end it. I do want to stream again on Thursday, and by then it'll probably be another account if the weird timeout thing has ended. And then I kind of want to play Bust a Move. I actually wanted to play that before, but I got like a job and stuff, and that kind of just occupied me that way. Yeah, thank you all for coming. It was a fun stream. I had a good time. See you guys next time.